If you're familiar with Blacklist, you must have seen Raymond Reddington and the black S-Class that he drives around in. The S-Class has been for so many years been the standard of anyone that has made it in life and they want to be chauffeured around. Today I want us to talk about what are the vehicles, apart from the S-Class in the 254, that you can buy that are luxury sedans that are equivalent to the S-Class. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our conversation today one more time on Safinius. I'm your host, Safinius, and of course with our guy,
Victor Imani.
Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, comment section kimbieni hapo mwanze kutype. Ni gani mnafikiria ni noma kuliko S-Class?
Yeah.
Today we give you 5 options that I think are legit options to the S-Class.
Yeah.
Now the first car I think is first of all, it's not very well known.
Yeah.
I think even there is almost zero in the country, especially the new generation.
Yeah.
I have not come across any.
Yeah.
But I know of a few friends who are shipping them.
Yeah.
The 2016-17 Volvo S90.
That's a good option.
Beautiful car.
Beautiful car.
Man, the headlights are stunning.
Yeah.
The T on the daytime running lights.
Yeah.
Left, right. That's an amazing car, extremely beautiful.
Yeah.
And I think it's one of the cars that very few Kenyans have paid attention to.
Sure.
And it's, these cars run the same engines. Huh?
Yeah.
So the same engine that is on the Volvo S90, you'll find it on the XC60.
Yeah.
You'll find it on the XC90.
Yeah.
So technically, if the XC60s have been existing here and they're running okay,
yeah,
it means the S90 can also run.
True.
Now you'll find it with 2-liter petrol turbo engine.
Yeah.
T5, giving around 250 horsepower. You can also get another option that is a T6 2-liter turbo supercharged, 316 horsepower. I think these are legit option, man.
Yeah, I think that's the best option.
It's actually one of the best options, especially if safety is a big thing for you.
Yeah, considering the mass of leather you have on your interior,
man,
just get 316 horses.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's fairly good. And then again, you realize the back seater.
Yeah.
You can get it in captain chairs. So you have a seat that is fully dedicated to you.
Yeah. And
possibly your better half on the other side.
Yeah, for
if you're married.
Lucky of you.
For the ones that are lucky. If you're lucky to be married, then you have 2 seats fully dedicated to the 2 of you. Why are you laughing at the idea of marriage?
It's a good concept.
Umeeti hapo kwa concept. Umeona it can't be your reality.
Well, it's a good thing.
Yeah?
It's a good thing. Tutafika hapo manze.
Bona hebu panda ndoa. It works.
Sawa, let me not get personal. Well, yeah. For me, I think one of the most underrated luxury sedans we have is the BMW 7 Series. Well, it is
excellent.
I think it's the most popular direct rival to the S-Class.
Yeah.
But again, it's underrated. I think I haven't seen quite as many units of the 7 Series as I've seen of the S-Class.
Of course.
But it's a BMW. It drives well.
Yeah.
It has the build quality of a BMW.
Yeah.
And it has good powertrains. Like the 740i comes with a 3.0 turbo 6-cylinder engine that gives 320 HPs, which is good enough. But if you're hungry for more power, just get the 750i, which is a 4.4-liter twin turbo V8, giving about 445 horsepower.
Yeah, that's powerful.
That's the trim to go for, if you ask me.
Oh.
Well, because you have the...
Are you in Kenya? Do you live in Kenya?
I do.
Have you checked the fuel prices?
Bro, you're buying...
Or you're trying to say anyone that is spending... Let me tell you, the wealthier you get, the more you want to be eco-friendly. Okay?
Okay.
You don't want to be polluting the environment all over. Have you heard of something called, what do we call it? Is it carbon tax or what?
Yeah.
That thing is coming to Kenya very soon. You'll start getting taxed for how much carbon you're emitting.
All right, fine. Let's settle it. If you want a good BMW, kuwa na pesa yako ya carbon tax. What pesa tu ya carbon tax uko unalipia.
Yeah, so anyway, the Beamer is a good option.
Yeah.
So it's a good option. It has a massive grille, very imposing.
And being a Beamer,
Yeah,
you can take the left back seat and also hop on the right front seat.
You can
and
drive
the car.
yourself. It's an amazing car, man. If you guys stick around, we have a review for the 7 Series coming soon.
Yeah, watch out, itakuwa ngoma.
Itakuwa noma. Na by the mmeona ya 5 Series na 6 Series. Crazy stuff.
Yeah.
We did it just a few days ago.
Yeah.
You know me, I love Audi.
Yeah, you're an Audi fanboy.
Audi A8.
Yeah.
Literally, I have seen maybe 5 of these in Nairobi.
Really?
Yeah, just 5.
It's underrated. And how many S classes have you seen?
Crazy. They're all over, man. S classes are now. Acha nisiongee mbaya niseme ni mingi kama fielder.
Utapoteza orders za S class baba.
Anyway, but S classes are many.
Yeah.
The A8 is a very good luxury car.
Yeah.
And especially if you don't want, the S class is a car you buy to shout that you made it.
Yeah.
The A8, you're driving it. Sometimes one of the reasons we might not, even you guys might not have seen it as much. The A8 and the A6 are very close.
Very close, yeah.
So you really have to know for you to know this is an A8. So A8 is extremely good, especially on power. You can get a 3-liter supercharged V6 cylinder. This one is the same engine that was on the Q7.
Q7, yeah.
333 horses. If you go for the 4-liter V8, you get around 450 horsepower. So hapo ina depend how much do you want to spend on fuel.
And carbon tax.
And then again, the A8, you'll get it, of course, with air suspension.
Yeah.
Just like you get with the S-Class. So it's a very comfortable car to have. It's a very powerful car to drive in. It's also different. So if you're the kind of guy who is unique, you don't like doing what everyone else is doing, the A8 is the car for you, man.
Yeah, true.
You can dump the S-Class, dump the 7 Series, go for the A8. Excellent car.
Yeah, talking about dumping, you might dump all those cars. Ukisikia the car we want to talk about. Well, it's the Porsche Panamera, the 2017 Porsche Panamera
Not
coming
the 16,
onwards.
Not the
Yeah,
16.
16.
16 is a bit ugly, especially the headlights, man.
Yeah, it's
headlights,
not the
brake
prettiest
lights.
car. Yeah. So if you go for the 2017 Porsche Panamera, well, some of you would argue that it's not particularly in this class for business luxury sedans, but according to me, it actually sits perfectly there. Or if it doesn't, it might sit higher.
It actually sits higher because it will combine the luxury, the comfort, and then again,
you're close to a 911.
my friend.
Yeah, you're close to
it's super sporty.
Yeah.
So it's a car that you can actually take out on a Sunday afternoon and play around in.
Yeah.
You can't go to play around with the S-Class.
You're not going to drift an S-Class.
Yeah.
But you can play around with the Porsche Panamera and walk into a business meeting on Monday in the same car.
And you still look serious.
Yeah. Yeah, the Porsche Panamera has a number of engine trains, which are crazy.
Yeah.
We have the 3.0-liter turbo V6 that gives 330 horsepower. That's not tiny horses.
Yeah.
You also have a 2.9-liter, surprisingly, twin turbo though, V6 that gives 440. And my favorite, you probably might not agree, the 4-liter twin turbo V8 that gives 550 horsepower.
What's this thing with Porsche? For every level, it's 330, 440, 550. Are they playing with numbers, or is this a coincidence, or was it planned?
They have to be math geeks, bro. Yeah, you got to be a math geek.
They had to increase every car with at least 110 horses.
Actually, it is 110 exactly.
Yeah, exactly, on every engine variant.
Yeah, you get an extra 1 liter, extra 110 liters. Interesting.
But there's a step down on the liter on the 2.9, though it's a twin turbo.
It's rounded up because of the twin turbo.
Yeah. It's generally, I think the Panamera is the car to go for if you love speed, if you love adventure, you want to really drive your car, get the Panamera.
True.
I wouldn't advise you to go for the Panamera if you're the guy to be driven.
Yeah.
This is a car that is it's a driver's car, basically. So if you will be driving your luxury sedan, Panamera is the car for you. Yeah. Also, it's a good car, man. It's a good car. The pricing isn't bad.
And of course, we have the best rates for the Panamera.
We have the best rates. Just come to us, we'll give you the best.
Yeah.
The car I'm about to mention is not that impressive. Our number 5. It's not that impressive in terms of
Aesthetic
looks.
Yeah.
I mean, it will not give you the recognition that the Benz, the Beamer, the Panamera, and the S90 would give you.
Yeah.
But it's arguably is more reliable.
Yeah, I think it takes.
Yeah, it takes the medal on reliability.
It does take the medal on reliability, and when it comes to recognition, it also has to take someone whose eyes are trained on cars to know that this is a screamer car.
Yeah, that's the Lexus LS460. This car comes with a 4.6 liter V8 that chucks out 386 horsepower. So the first thing you start realizing here, this is a 4.6 liter giving 380 horses. If you look at a 4 liter for the Porsche, it's 550. If you look at a 4 liter of the A8, it's 450 horsepower. If you look at 4 liter by the 7 Series, 445. I mean, the Lexus, yes, it's a big displacement, doesn't give that much performance. It will not perform as good as these other models that we just talked about. But then again, it's a Lexus. And Lexuses have this thing they do so well. They have balanced the equation of comfort. Once you lock those doors, you don't feel a thing. Most Lexuses come with double pane windows. Once you lift that power window button like this, you don't feel a thing. People could be throwing bombs around you. You can't feel them, man. So it's very insulated. It has enough power, not very powerful, but it's enough power. You can't compare with the other 4 competitors and the S-Class, of course, but it has enough power. The badge prestige is not as good as the others. Maybe it could have an edge over the Volvo.
It does on power.
Or maybe they're close. Because the Lexus is more popular than
Volvo, but the Volvo is prettier.
But the Volvo is prettier. So the downside of the Lexus is it's not that beautiful. But it will give you the comfort. You'll be on stealth. But no one will really know.
It's a car to go for if you have Inspector or Jessica Pearson. If you've watched Suits, they used that car.
I haven't watched.
Oh, too bad. But for the lawyers on our timeline, you could attest. If you've watched Suits, that is. So it's, if Harvey could use the Lexus, I think why not just get it?
It's a good car. Undoubtedly a good car, but in this category, well, it's an alternative to the S-Class anyway. But the other 4 stand a better chance against the S-Class. So guys, if you've been thinking of getting a luxury sedan, and you don't necessarily want to get the S-Class by Mercedes, those are the 5 options you can look at. Of course, there are more options. List them down there on the comment section if we haven't covered what you like. We'll be having more of these conversations where we give you a guidance or we have a discussion on what is happening in the automotive industry. Sindio? Kama namna gani, Victor? Watu wakuje walete orders. Let's bring to you, let's deliver your luxury sedans. We have the best market rates. Visit us at Imports by Rigi. We will give you the best cars in the industry. Of course, best prices, best grades. And by the way, we were just telling people in the other video, auction sheets.
Auction sheets.
Don't just buy a car. Always ask for the auction sheet. Come to us. We are very open. We'll show you everything from the auction in Japan. Bring you the luxury sedan you want. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been nice having you here. See you on the next episode.